waited.
Hello everybody. So hang on, the first thing I'm noticing is that the light is not great, but who cares, really? Hang on, what I'm gonna do, look at these two, look at that knobhead. Hello. Yeah, he's a little lovable goon. Right.
That was French, right? I didn't say anything in English then.
Alright, so, for anyone watching, today we have these two, Coombes and Joe Nurse. And both are actors in our film. We've put the poster behind. It's not great, but hey ho, you know, we're doing with what we have at the moment.
The poster's great.
The poster is great. The setup is not great. This is what I mean. So these two are a lot funnier than I am. Today the concept is you can ask them any question about anything about the film, about anything really. It doesn't even have to be about the film. Obviously we're trying to promote our film. Today we have something special because part of our crowdfunding is sponsored by Dean of the Dead hot sauce. And what we have today is we have this. It's called Gel Razor. You can't really see. Let me see if I can. Yeah, oh, I've got it. Gel Razor, okay. And these are super hot gummy bears. Alright. They're like little jelly gummy. And Mike's not feeling too good today, but Joe is feeling fine. And so Joe, once we have a few people, he'll suck on that the whole session while trying to answer your question. This will be pain. Okay? There will be pain involved. This will be painful. The things we do to get a little bit of money to crowdfund a film. This is one of them. So guys, introduce yourselves, please.
Well, I'm Joe, and I'm playing James, is my character's name. In this film, and yeah, I'm excited to secure some funding so we can, you know, bring this project to life, and yeah, play James on the big screen.
Yeah, I'm Mikey, and I'll be playing Matt in Derelict, and we are the 3 founding members of.
Right, there's Sarah as well. There's 4 of us.
Sorry, 4. Founding members of LBS. That's us, really. I think you've talked about me.
I mean, there's been people that have attached themselves as well along the way, but yeah, initially it started with us 4, didn't it?
Started with that.
So yeah. So for those who just joined us, again, these beasts things, gel razors. Yeah, look at that. So these are mega hot gummy bears. Today Joe will answer the questions. We'll wait a little bit for more people to be here, but any questions that you have for Joe, he'll answer with one of them melting in his mouth. They are super hot. They are so hot. Yeah. Okay. And part of the reason we're doing this is the next 10 backers or so will get a free hot sauce with any backing that they give us. So there's 10 hot sauce to be given for free by Dean of the Dead, who we thank, you know, for his contribution and for his help and for his sponsoring.
It's some good hot sauce.
It's some delicious hot sauce. It is some delicious hot sauce. So,
it's pretty good.
What we'll do is we will wait for someone to ask a question, and then we will launch.
Get to enjoy this lovely jelly sweet.
I mean, it's lovely. I don't know if lovely is the.
No.
They're good. If you like chili, they're really good. I like them.
Okay. They're good, but they're good at doing their job of, you know.
I mean, they will wreck you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, you know, as long as I know
so you
what
think
I'm getting into.
But you have no idea.
No, because I've eaten like a Doritos hot chip. I've eaten a Doritos. You know, the spicy hot Doritos.
Yeah.
I've had one of those. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not worse. It's not worse than that, is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll wait a little bit. See if I see 2 people watching. Let's get more. Come on, nobody wants to see this guy suffer. No. Look at his face. You don't want to see him suffer.
I guess we don't have to do it then.
What? Yes, we do. We'll do it. We'll do it anyway because the video gets recorded.
Oh,
people want to see you suffer, dude. I know they do. I know they do.
It caused me some pain, so.
I think they want to see you suffer. I don't see any world where someone with your face
gets through a life pain for a day. As soon as I was born, that's what they said. Like, oh, he's gonna feel such like.
People are going to make him suffer.
Like, oh, he's a boy, but oh, look at that face.
No, what I mean is you have a lovable face, and so people want to see it destroyed.
Yeah. Well, isn't there that saying? It's like if you break something perfect, you make something beautiful.
Oh.
I've never heard that, but
So I didn't make it up, so
yeah.
It smells like it.
That's from my memory, not from my imagination, and not the same thing.
I know. I can see. So yeah. Carry on talking. We wait for a few more people. Tell us about this film. Tell us about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we are very excited to be a part of this project. It's our second feature, coming off of Wyvern Hill, and we're hoping that we're going to smash the rest of this crowdfunding, because we're already 10% of the way. We're hoping to smash the rest of it and get this one made. My favourite part about making like any of the films that we've done has always been on the set, on the day. I hate waiting. I hate the before. I hate the after. It's obviously it's annoying to everyone else, but I just love that on-set atmosphere and just doing all the practical stuff rather than all the theory and the waiting.
Actually being in there, in the production,
Yeah.
you know, going through the... I mean, there are hard days on it, but that's almost the excitement, is knowing that, okay, there's like a chance for me to sort of shine almost. There's going to be problems, but we're going to have to find solutions and kind of thinking creatively.
We always have fun anyway. They're the most enjoyable part for me.
Yeah, even the long days, the early mornings, wearing like uncomfortable costume for like hours on end.
That was fun though.
Yeah, somehow. Because when that's what's so crazy is when you describe it to people, it's like, that doesn't sound fun at all, but somehow it is. It's a really great experience, and I can't wait to get back to it.
So just a reminder for those watching, I can see the 3 people watching this video. We are going to do something a bit weird. These little beasties, gel razors. Joe is going to pop one in his mouth in a minute. These are very hot chili sweets. Very hot chili sweets. So any question that you have, Joe will be answering those with one of those melting in his mouth. Okay.
I can't wait. So.
Sponsored by Dean of the Dead. Look at that. Look at that. Stylish. Yeah. That's what we do here. And the next 10 backers will get a free hot sauce. So we have 10 hot sauce to give away from Dean of the Dead. They are delicious sauces. So I will say that. Alright. And this will record as well. So hopefully just suffering might bring us something good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Joe?
I'm almost...
About the exploitation of your suffering for entertainment's sake.
Yeah, see, part of me is like, that's cute that, you know, I've been chosen, but at the same time, it gets given away for free. I mean, there's no paywall for this. It's just like, no, anyone can watch this video. You suffer for free, you know?
You suffer for your art. And I think it's very noble of you to go through with Jonathan's torture.
His very kind offer.
Mike, you refused.
I refuse because I've been there, I've done that.
You never want to go back?
No. But I do want to see you eat one. So.
Right, so you say about me, but actually you're terrible because you let me...
Yeah, it's a sick pleasure I'm going to get out of there. Just because I've been there and done that. You know?
Cool. Well, I mean, you have to, like, pad my brow and, like, wipe my tears.
I will.
Alright, so we have a first question from Mark Stewart, so are you ready?
Hi, Mark.
You grab one, don't touch your eyes after.
Okay.
Do not touch your eyes after.
So there's more than one.
And you suck them.
How many is it?
There's more than one, yeah, there's quite a few.
Oh,
If Mike wanted one, he could, you know.
No,
so we could
Experience together.
we could have 2 red faces on.
Alright. So
It doesn't come out.
suck on it, don't bite it, suck on it, yeah.
So that's one.
So here we go, let's show it.
skull.
Okay.
Obviously
So a
skull
little skull chili sweet
Get a close-up
from Dean of the Dead. These are mega hot. You have to imagine they are hot. Okay, and Joe is gonna put one of these in his mouth and then answer some question. The first question came from Mark Stewart. So Mark, you are responsible for Joe's suffering right now.
Kicking it off.
I hope you realise that.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Sarah says, "Do it."
Okay.
All right.
Well, I guess.
3, 2, 1, and here we go. And Mark Stewart asks, "Don't chew, suck it, suck it." You have to keep that in.
I can feel it already.
How do you prepare for your role, and how do you become your character?
Okay.
That's to both of us.
Nick Cornwall says you will regret it.
I already do.
Yes. So for those who just joined us, we have a question from Mark, and
Wow.
Joe put a very hot chili sweet in his mouth to answer them. Okay.
Try not.
How do you prepare for your role?
Do you want to go first?
Okay. For Matt, so far, what I've done is go through the script and kind of pick out my specific bits, kind of analyse those. But as for kind of getting into the character, I will create a playlist, my phone, and I will go through, parts of my day just listening to that song, kind of getting in the mindset, and obviously having conversations with Jonathan, and I think luckily with this one, Jonathan said Matt is quite like me anyway, so as for getting into character, there won't be too much to do, but yeah, just to kind of give myself that overall mood and tone, I like to create a music playlist and just have that for my character, so I get into that mindset.
That helps you sink in easier.
Yeah.
We have a second question. What has been your favourite LBS film to date, Joe?
Well, okay, I'll start with that one.
I could hear the saliva.
Yeah, there's a lot. Sorry if you can't fully understand me, but I've been instructed I can't chew it. I must suck.
I'll try and translate.
So my favourite LBS film so far, I mean, it's a toss-up between Santa Baby and Portraits. And Portraits is actually, is that our first official one?
Yeah.
Because even though we worked together before that, the first one under the LBS name was Portraits, and maybe there's a nostalgia factor for me, but I always sort of think back to that one, even though it's been years ago now. And I feel like it's it sort of held itself for well, because it's the oldest, for so long, and yeah.
Is it getting hotter or?
It's warming up, yeah. It's spreading. It's spreading across my face.
So how about you, Mike? What's been your favourite LBS film to date?
I should say Wyvern Hill. This has been our biggest, most ambitious project. But I mean, I have a favourite bit from each, really. Hello, McQueen.
Get out of here.
There's too many good bits to narrow it down to one. Most fun, I think, was playing Mr. Punch in Wyvern Hill, and that freedom, that excitement of being the bad guy. Santa Baby was just fun to see Joe in such a bizarre, weird, uncomfortable role.
It was interesting.
And Portraits was our first, so I can't narrow down a favourite, but I can tell you specific bits that I like. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
No favourites here. No favouritism.
That was good. I like that. I don't think I answered the previous question with
Yes, how do you
prepare.
get in your role? How do you become your character?
It's similar. It's sort of like what Mike was saying with I mean, I don't have a playlist yet, but there are things like there are little things you can do which are sort of like, what does this character like? Sort of small traits or like habits which you can fabricate and sort of assign to your character and be like, like, this isn't one for James. I haven't gone into a lot of depth with James yet, as we're still so early in the process. But you can have things like the way he clicks when he's nervous, things like that. I always like to study, going back to portraits, how you get with Georgie, just the physicality of it. I thought was really clever, because you can see even just in your like outline, in your silhouette, that you're Georgie. So I like the idea of having something like that for each character that I play.
Then the clothes also kind of have a big influence. Like I say with Georgie, he had this big coat which made me walk a certain way. So yeah, I think clothes have it.
So just to sum up, guys, so Joe is crying right now because he has a very hot chili sweet melting in his mouth while he answers the question. We have 10 free. It's not that hot. We have 10 free hot sauces to give away for our next backers. Our next 10 backers will get a free hot sauce each time we get backed. They're not as hot as the sweets. The sweets are mega hot. And Joe is now crying. Who are your film influences?
Jonathan. Oh my god.
We were actually talking about this earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, oh yeah. So, I mean, off the top of my head, there's so many. I mean, Edgar Wright was Guillermo del Toro. I mean, obviously, there are classic directors that you can't help but be influenced by. If you watch, like, Spielberg's work or Scorsese, you can see that their work has influenced people that you would look up to even after them. So
Nick says, give him some milk. Do you want milk?
He needs some milk.
I'm fine.
He's fine.
It's not that hot.
It's not that hot.
Yeah.
Film specific or
Yeah, I just rattled off some directors.
Ta-da!
Whoa. Thank you. Oh, lactose free. Perfect. I'll have some of that in a minute.
So what about you, Mike? Your influences?
Yeah, maybe do films and specifics, not just directors.
Nick says bullshit, by the way. He's calling you on your bullshit. It is hot. It's okay to admit it.
It's okay.
I have cried real tears when I had these, so it's okay.
I think I am crying, to be fair. But, this happens when I have Doritos, so I don't know how much it's saying.
So your influences, Mike?
I'm thinking.
Have some milk.
I think
oh my god,
a lot. It's kind of come from who Jonathan has introduced us to over the years. So a lot of Carpenter's work. I think.
I'm sorry. Drink the milk.
I can't because I'm going to swallow it.
That's true.
I have to wait for it to
brave
go.
Man.
It's almost gone.
Just for precision, I did not force him to do this. He willingly did this, so the suffering is his. He's not being held hostage. Nobody is forced.
All facts. These are all facts. There's no Morse code in my winking at all.
Alright, so Sarah asks, how did we all meet?
We had the pleasure of meeting each other at a short film course that was held at HCA, Hereford College of Arts. And it was kind of a pilot course. It wasn't really finished. And that's how we all met. I mean, me and Joe have known each other for years, since primary school, but that's where we bumped into Jonathan and formed the bond that we have today.
Yeah, he joined us. He sat at our table, he said something like, "What are you doing here?" or something like that. I saw the.
So who do you like?
I saw your summer project. You shouldn't be here.
I never said it.
Something like that.
I never said that.
You're not gonna last very long here.
Yeah. No, I remember that. He's like, you're good, kid. You're good, but as long as I'm here, you'll always be second best. See?
Yeah. There's this.
I wonder how we got
college
like,
ain't big enough for the three of us.
Yeah. And that's how we've. That's how we met.
The rest is history, as they say. Yeah. From that moment on, everyone knows what happened since that day. It's in the history books forever.
I wish you could see Jonathan's face behind the camera.
No, I'm sad. This is sad. This is a sad moment. I can see my friend in pain for our art. Come on.
See?
People, you know, this is the moment to get your free hot sauces. This is for your entertainment. This man is suffering. Oh my!
That's not good.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's about to get an rating.
So I'm Joe, are you regretting that decision? Sarah asks.
It all depends on you guys watching at home. It all depends on the outcome of this. It's too early to tell. If nothing comes of it, then yeah, what is the point in all of that?
He full on glitched. Did you see that?
Oh, it's almost gone. That's the last bit. But you know what? It's all a character building exercise. That's what my drama teacher told me, is pain just builds character. So if you can be in pain, you know, more times, like a few times a day, if you can find a way to be in pain, your characters, they gain this like body, and you get more of a. It's like the flavour of life is pain. So let me just tell you.
Sarah says we need to give you another one then.
Well, in that case, you know, I'm not doing another one. That's horrible.
No, it's not horrible. It's nice. To be fair to our sponsor, Dean of the Dead, you know, we'll get back to this. So these are actually, if you like heat, they're very hot, as you can see. We're giving 10 free sauces from Dean, 10 free hot sauces from Dean for the next 10 backers. Mark says, "Let's build more character." You should have another one.
I can do. If we get to 15 on our goal, if we get to 15k, I'll do one in character as James.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
All right, this is a promise. We have to do 2 next time, though. 2 at the same time.
No, James would not.
Or Mike has to do it as well. I think we have to have the stakes, you know.
Okay.
Oh, that's so. Why did it last so long?
If we make it that far, I think me and Joe will do karaoke, and we'll both have one. And we'll let you pick the song.
All right. Oh, wow. That's okay. That's gonna be interesting.
Good. Yeah.
I think that milk's old, by the way. It's like 6 weeks old.
I have to chew it a bit, but it's better. It's made an improvement. Oh my god. Whoa, it is old. Oh, you weren't lying.
I was about to say you got so on it.
Probably just because I'm going straight from the car.
Any more questions, guys? Because Joe is suffering for you to be able to ask him about when can we see the moonwalk.
Well, that's you know, as promised, if that goal's reached, there's a whole bunch of extras. Yeah. Not just what you pledged for, but we'll be so excited we can't help but let things fly off the handle. Oh my god, it doesn't go away.
You have to get the hashtag release the Joe Gump footage, get that trending, and help us reach our goal, and that'll be released to the world.
If Joe Gump is trending on Twitter, I mean, people need an answer. So I'm a man of answers. You know, if there's enough questions, answers will follow. God.
So how does it feel in your stomach? Because when I had mine, I felt it go down. The heat felt like it was rising from my inside.
You know, so far, it's all been in the mouth, but it's actually so intense that I've not really felt the rest of my body. I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah, do not touch your eyes.
Mm.
Wash your hands.
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure I do that.
Yeah.
I keep thinking I've got rid of it, and it just...
Still there.
Staying on the tongue. Lingers on the tongue. It's got a lovely...
I love this like technique
peppery
you've
flavour
got going on.
It helps though.
Does it?
What was your technique? Just to...
It's like aircon for your mouth.
Yeah.
I found when we did it, I found breathing actually made it worse. Just stop. Just stop.
It's only okay if the milk's in my mouth. Pretty much as soon as the milk's gone, it comes back. However, not having to suck, like, that's one of the worst parts, is it just being in there. Now that it's gone, it's hot. It's hot as hell, but...
Can we do an edit? An edit where we cut out every word that Joe says and just keep...
So one question for either of you: when you do acting, do you take inspiration from people around you? Do you observe people around you? Are you into observation? Do you like to take things from people you know?
Yeah, I think there's always a little bit of what you've seen or who you've seen. But I think with a lot of stuff that we do anyway, we put in a lot of ourselves. We just make a few changes here and there.
I mean, you guys are very close. Obviously, some people that might not know you don't know this, but you've known each other for, like, I don't know, like 20 years or something ridiculous like that. And so you know each other perfectly. So in this film, you're gonna play friends, best friends. So you're gonna be on improv a little bit.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about improvisation? And
Love improv.
Well, luckily, a lot of the stuff that they're doing, the script, is sort of, when we're like just entertaining ourselves, the sort of behaviour we get into, that seems to be there in the script, which I appreciated reading that, because I was like, well, I think that's going to be quite straightforward for us.
Yeah.
It's going to be different, sort of, I guess, just forcing it, but I think once we get into there, it will just flow.
Yeah, because we find it quite easy just bouncing off of each other anyway.
Like, we have back and forths at the randomest times, and like we're talking about this just most unrelated thing, and then you know we'll blink and we'll be like, wow, we've just been chatting about nothing for like an hour.
For instance, this morning, I think it was around 8, we had like an hour-long conversation going back and forth about an army of Jeff Goldblums and how Jeff Goldblum is going to, essentially, he's like a parasite and he takes over people's bodies and they become Jeff Goldblums himself.
Yeah. And
then we were coming up with different like catchphrases and stuff. And
it's blooming season.
An hour, just back and forth. So we could do that till the cows come.
Yeah, cows will come home.
They'll be here.
They'll have left. We'd have been talking when they went. They left home, and they'll come back. And we're like,
"Whoa,
you're still here? Have you not? You were here when we left." You're like, "What? You left?
Everything's gone." Yeah.
You actually left. The cows have come home, and we're still talking.
what are your hopes for Derelict? Asks Sarah.
I hope we make it.
I just want a Blu-ray again.
I hope people get as connected to it as we are, and I hope we do make it, and I hope people enjoy what we will hopefully make. Does that make sense?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I just think it would be cool to have something like something that you can have on in the background, like on Netflix or something, while you're on your phone, and you know, it plays until the end, and then you look up sometimes and go, "What? I don't get what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Should we rewind it?" And then the person actually watching.
We've already done that. It's called Wyvern Hill.
Yeah.
Left a lot of people confused.
Oh, that didn't make it to Netflix though.
That's true.
So I want that again, but
on Netflix.
On Netflix, so it can be someone's like background noise. I just want to be a background noise, really. Yeah.
Along with acting, what other roles do you do with LBS films?
That's a good one. I mean,
whatever Jonathan requires.
Don't say that. Makes it sound like I literally put the camera on you and then torture you, which is the impression from this.
Yeah, you make it sound like he
case.
literally takes us to his home, puts us on camera, starts filming, and puts us through pain, like feeds us hot jellies.
He
And,
would not do that.
yeah, you make
Jonathan's
it sound
a
like
saint.
you do that, but
I am.
Other
very
roles
nice
and
person.
stuff. Well, because we're such a tight knit group and we can't really, afford the luxuries of other film groups, we take on a lot of roles ourselves. So, for instance, on Wyvern Hill, Joe does a lot of running and lighting and some sound as well, I think. And then
assistant directing.
exactly first AD, and I took on the drone stuff. So whatever we need to do between us, we'll divide and conquer.
Yeah, talent wrangling, gear wrangling, battery charging.
Yeah, so
location
basically whatever
farming.
Jonathan wants, really.
Yeah, there's this like huge list of jobs, all with little checkboxes. Our ultimate goal is to have a little check mark by each of them and doing whatever it takes to get that check mark.
It's a competition. I'm red and Joe is blue.
Yeah,
So whoever has the most ticks
yeah.
at the end of it gets an egg.
We get
Yes,
like
I like to play people against each other, essentially. On my sets, everybody's... it's like Battle Royale.
Yeah,
You
but
have
if
to
wait-
survive the end of the shoot.
Me and Joe both love cream eggs. So Jonathan waits until just after Easter to start doing projects when cream eggs aren't on the shelf. But he's bought a box, and he knows we know he's got the goods. So we're doing it for cream eggs.
Yeah, and he's got a lot better at hiding them as well, because we sort of know there's a stash, and we've found them a few times, but this year I've not seen any yet.
No.
I know we have been looking.
Where are the eggs, Jonathan?
I mean, I know how we get them, but we want to feeding fingers and
I
that.
want to see the supply.
We want a bit of a 5-finger discount. We want the proof.
This is my life with these two, honestly. This is me trying to understand them most of the time. Looking confused. So welcome to my world, people who are watching.
Yeah.
This is the nonsense I have to deal with.
Welcome to hell.
I hope you stay.
Would you recommend hot chili sweets?
Would I recommend?
Would you recommend them?
If that's your thing, then yeah.
If you want,
We definitely recommend anything
yeah.
by
Dean of the Dead.
Dean of the
I-
Dead.
Can you
I
show us
could-
the packet?
Anything by Dean of the Dead, because they're very nice people in general,
Oh yeah, I
and
thought
the
you said
sauces
these.
are good too. So that's a bonus.
Oh, the sauces are amazing, and we've got 10 of them that we are essentially giving away for free for anyone who backs this campaign at the moment. 10 of them.
Mm.
We've got 10 of them, so the next 10 pledges to the campaign for Derelict will receive a free hot sauce on top of whatever pledge that they get today. So, and they can be as sweaty as Joe is right now, and
That's
as
time to
red as
pledge.
he is as
It's a
well.
big
I will say the sauces taste way nicer. That's like the heat. If you just want the suffering of the heat, that's got you covered. I know I was comparing it to Doritos. That was just that was like a joke. These that was
Doritos
hot.
are a joke. That's no joke.
Yeah, there you go. Doritos. That's
Up
the
your
joke.
game, Doritos.
You know, you put flaming hot on that packet. You try one of these and then see what you write down on that packet, because it's not flaming hot. That's flaming hot. That's more. So really, sponsor of the stream right there.
Yeah. And if you back us, you get free stuff. Free stuff.
Well, not all free, but some free stuff, yeah.
Well, it's still little deposits. I'm sorry, I tried to say good things. I don't know. No, it's good. That's
10 free hot sauces.
The hot sauces are delicious as well.
Yeah,
They're kind of fruity. I think there's one with strawberry, and there's all sorts. And
they're all
they've got
horror themed, aren't
that
they?
horror theme stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dean of the Dead's horror hot sauce.
oh, yeah.
They're really, really good.
Yeah.
And currently, like I said, for the next 10 backers, we give 10 free sauces in total. So each backer gets one. You have to love chili, but as far as chili sauces go, and I love chili, as far as chili sauces go, I don't think I've ever had a better one actually. So these are amazing. Any other questions for Joe? Is getting better. I think you should have another one.
I like getting better. That's the problem with that idea. I actually enjoy recovering from where I just was. That was a dark place that you shouldn't visit more than once a day. Probably more like once a week, if I'm honest. Well, it depends how quickly we get.
I think if we get more questions or something.
Sarah says, give him another.
Yeah, well, you first. Right, I'll take one with you.
Or maybe we give Mike one.
Again?
No, well, we never did it publicly, you know.
Yeah, you know I don't like doing those sort of things publicly.
Did it really happen if it wasn't on a live stream?
Exactly. Maybe you lied. Maybe you didn't really get one.
Yeah, well maybe you didn't either.
I did.
Oh, of course.
Oh, so for Jonathan it works.
It's fine if he does it.
But the other way around. So you recognise hypocrisy in other people but not in yourself.
That's hypocrisy, yeah. No, I know the point you're making.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying a separate point. By the way, I thought I'd just bring it up. And that was the point.
Mikey Jail Coombes, someone is saying.
Who's saying that?
That's for you. That's for you, mate. That's
what question is that?
That's for you to get a sweet, my friend. Get a little sweetie chili.
Who wants to see Mikey
Come on,
Jail
boys.
Coombes?
How many people are in the
There's a
chat?
few people.
Well,
there's a
this
few
is what
people.
we said was...
There's a few
I'll do
people
a round
watching.
2 at
There's
15K.
a few people watching. So
How many is left?
there's quite a few sweets.
Let's see if I can look.
You've got milk.
I'll be honest, there's not much left.
Eat it. Yeah, there's like 4.
No, I mean of the milk.
Who's
There's
saying-
more milk.
There's only one in here.
Yeah, go on. That's the last.
That's all you need.
For me?
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, we have a twist, ladies and gentlemen. Mike is gonna go for it now. So more questions. More questions.
Holy
Like
shit.
vomiting.
No, that's
Oh, some more milk.
Oh,
There we
got back.
go.
Well, that will be ready for you.
Alright, Michael. So this is a Dean of the Dead hot gel razor, they're called. They are hot as...
Thank you.
I don't know if we can see that properly, what they look like. Yeah, look at that. They're like death skulls. And so they're super hot. We're giving away free hot sauces for the next 10 backers.
Thing is though,
Mike is
I will go red.
He will go red. Mike is
Didn't
going to
I?
answer
I felt
questions
No, you a little bit, but
with
I
one
will-
of those in his
I
mouth.
will
Crimson.
It's okay.
The crimson.
It's okay.
Before I do this, I want to know whose idea this was.
This was Sarah's.
Thank you.
That's why they brought the milk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
questions then.
So round 2. Joe survived. Let's see what Mike can do with this. Questions now, people. Now is the time. Now is the time. We're going to look at the suffering of another human being.
So I was surprised at how quickly you can already taste the flakes.
Yeah.
A lot of these heat challenges, what I found is it waits for a while,
Yep.
but it's straight away, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty quick. And then the other thing that surprised me was after you get used to that first bit,
Yeah.
it dulls slightly. Like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
beast mode it. But I don't know how they've really done it. But there's packets of heat, and as it's getting sucked on, and you're getting through each layer, you break into these hotter and hotter centers.
Yeah.
Is it more natural in front of the camera in character or answering questions?
Character, I feel a lot better about being in character because you just the camera goes. Questions, I hate interviews because I just blank out, and then afterwards they're like, "Wow, that was great." I'm like, "Wow, I have no idea what you just said or what I just said." Wow, that sucks.
2 questions. One's from Sarah. Mike,
Yeah.
what is your all-time favourite role with LBS? And Joe, are you enjoying your revenge right now?
It'd be cruel for me to say yes, but it's not about that. It's not about revenge here at LBS Films. The fact that I suffered was my own choice, and to see that suffering inflicted on my best friend here, it's I don't get any pleasure from it at all.
The technique sucks.
Yeah.
So Mike, what's your all-time favourite role with LBS?
My all-time favourite role, I think Mr. Yeah, I gotta say Mr. Punch. I mean, Georgie was great. as it kind of kicked everything off. But wow,
I actually smelled some of that. I can smell the
Mr. Punch was a lot more fun. Because the bad guys. It was great. And like I said it before, I'll say it again. Yeah, put on the mask. Once that was on, the character's all there. And, you're like, oh, no one can see. Even though everyone's like, Mike, what are you doing? From my point of view, I'm like, I'm hidden. I'm in clothes. I'm safe. I can do whatever I like. And oh my god,
yeah,
I just love Mr. Punch so much.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, he's a great man. He's a very kind.
He's a loving gentleman, and I can see why you'd enjoy that.
What's your favourite thing I've done?
I mean, it has to be Mr. Punch.
It kind of has to be, doesn't it?
Well, I still remember the first time you, in full costume, came onto the set.
Yeah.
Seeing Mr. Punch, I almost did a double take, and I thought, there's no body double. And then I heard you say, like, no, it's me. And I'm like, that is insane. You look like a different guy. And even then, when we're looking at, like, the dailies and, like, back at the cuts Jonathan was making, whenever we saw Mr. Punch on screen, I'm like, that's crazy how evil
No, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Real evil.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's great. Thank you, David of the Dead.
What makes LBS films different?
This.
I mean, we have a very unique way of sort of advertising our campaigns, I suppose.
We're a family here at LBS, okay? That's what it is.
Together through thick and thin.
Where did you get the tissues from?
They're literally here.
Thank you.
There's another packet as well.
Oh my god, so bad. Oh.
I think that's it. Where it came from as well is like this foundation of, we'll just do it ourselves.
I feel like this could go so wrong all of a sudden. Like, for those who started watching, so we have Mike here answering questions. Joe had his sweet, his very, very, very hot chili sweet, Gel Razor from Dean of the Dead, who's sponsoring part of our campaign. So we're giving some hot sauce away for free for our next 10 backers. But Joe is in the middle of sucking on his right now.
That's Mike.
Mike. Mike. Sorry, you blend into one.
I think I'm tripping out, man. Whoa.
Can't see it.
Joe?
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd be eating hot sweets just for the amusement of a weird French dude?
There was a time when I was about 7 I had some strange thoughts, but apart from that, no.
To be fair, knowing Jonathan, nothing goes past us.
Yeah, now that we know this strange French man,
he's like,
every other day I'm dreaming about what he's got in store for us.
Yeah.
I mean, from my point of view, I would just want you to earn your money.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm being a good dad. I'm like, these boys need to learn. These boys need to learn. Life is hard. Life stings like a chili. This is a metaphor. This is an allegory.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually a form of art in itself.
Right.
I think yeah.
And that's what, and that's the thing, like, if we can't make this film, we'll just keep doing this.
And this is the thing, right? For me, what makes LBS films different? Yesterday we were talking about art with Mark in the kitchen. Today we're feeding you mega hot sweets and getting you to be stupid. And the gap between those two things, that kind of weird punk gap in the middle, for me, that's LBS films. Mike, you okay?
Oh my god. He's back.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
It's still there, man.
Still there?
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're lying. Oh, it is.
Whoa!
Bloody hell. This man.
You don't want me.
Get those like little slime drips.
Oh.
So describe it. How hot is it?
It's hot.
As in hot like...
Pins and needles in my tongue.
Oh, this is going to go wrong any minute. Yeah. I just think it's a shame your mum's not watching this live, Mike, because that would be... She'd be like, oh my god, what is Jonathan doing to my son again?
No way.
All right. Any more
the
questions for these boys here? Concerning anything, it can be about Derelict, can be about what we did before, can be about their personal lives.
Oh my god, I've had hiccups so much today.
Anything.
That's an interesting fact. I've had hiccups 3 times today. I usually don't get hiccups, and yet I've had hiccups 3 times today. So
I'm sure people who are just logging into this live, they're going to be blown away by that.
yeah, can you actually rename the title of it? How many times a day do you get hiccups? Q&A. Oh god. It's bad.
This is a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. This is a disaster.
It has to get. Oh my god. To be fair, I. There's a point where you're sucking on it, you start feeling a bit sick on that hot chili thing. I think.
Wow. Oh my god. This has taken a dark turn.
So Mike has left the interview. He was about halfway through the gel razor, super hot. Halfway through. I mean, I got to the end of mine.
Yes.
It's not a competition.
It isn't. But you can take something out of that.
But however, Mike has had to leave the interview early, and I do hope he's all right. But it doesn't sound great.
I heard a splash, so either he got liquefied.
Yeah, there's some sort of liquid accident that's occurred, a liquid-based emergency, and I'm concerned for his health, and my thoughts and prayers are with him. But as long as I can keep hearing those faint groans in the background, yeah.
Todd says that went bad quickly. Yes, Todd, you are next.
Yes,
you are next, Todd.
This isn't like a kid's toy. Like, I know it's like a fun challenge to do, but this is like serious. This is for adults only. I wouldn't. And believe it or not, we are adults.
Can you specify what it is? Because people just started joining us. They're going to assume it's some weird drugs.
Okay, no. This is the Gel Razor, like hot chili gummy sweet. So it's sort of it's like a Haribo that you suck, and like the chili level, the heat level on it is just, it grows and it grows, and it is hot. I mean, I thought about bailing on mine. There was many points where I thought I'm gonna have to spit this out, but
if I could play heroic music on this live, I would play heroic music right now.
That's right. I mean, that's what I'm hinting at. I kind of stuck through it till the end, but it's not everyone can.
And that's the LBS film spirit. Mike did not survive this challenge, but you know what? I respect the hell out of him for doing it.
Yeah. Let's see.
It was pretty impressive.
Yeah, and that's it. And I think as well, he did.
Sarah says, if someone pledges the 3K for the Wyvern Hill canvas, I promise to do it live and eat a hot sweet too.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I want to see that.
Wow.
So,
someone better buy the. I think I might buy it myself.
Yeah, we'll go halves on that.
Yeah,
that sounds great. You might regret that promise.
I can hear a Mike Coombes coming back.
I think he's reassembling. I don't know if he'll come straight back. We need some kind of debrief on what went on there. It wasn't good though.
Are you still suffering inside? Is that what's happening? I can see there's something.
Yeah. No, what's weird is the hiccups are quite hot. But I'll be honest, the pain from the mouth was definitely the worst part.
The contents of Mike's stomach are now gone. That is true. This has turned dark.
Oh my god.
We're in a dark.
This has turned dark.
Wow.
You back with us?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Do you feel?
Are you hungry?
Do you feel better or worse?
Nah, everything just warm now.
It's got that like stinging warmth.
Yeah. Notice I've not wearing my hoodie either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're hot.
So for those who just joined us, these have been involved in this little scenario. Gel razors from Dean of the Dead. Joe had his, Mike had his. Unfortunately, Mike did not survive his challenge, I think. I think that's not real Mike. I think that's a doppelganger of Mike. I think this is not Mike.
Well, they come in packs of 3.
We are looking to give away free hot sauce, 10 of them, for the next 10 backers of our Derelict campaign. So you guys...
I felt I thought I was going to have to do the same at one point.
He's being thrown some... what is that?
Oh, it's just an instant emoji.
Wow, do you know what? We're trying to make a sophisticated art film here, and it's just turned very scatological.
That's for diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have it before you get diarrhea, I think.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah.
To be fair, our producer has been great with the milk, with the medications, and we are looked at. It might look like we're going through hell and that we're in pain, and we are, but we're also very looked at.
No.
I think one question from Jonathan was
why?
Why couldn't you do it? Joe could do it, but you couldn't.
I have gained even more respect for you. I already respected you,
Actually, he did.
But
knowing that it was that hard has made him realise.
Well, I think if we rewind to the beginning of this live, Jonathan, Mike's not doing it. He's not feeling well,
which is true.
And now we can see that I wasn't lying.
But you're my hero.
Well, you're my hero.
What's a typical day like on set?
Well, we kick the day off with some hot jelly sweets.
It depends on the day and the location. If we're travelling somewhere, we do a lot of our stuff locally, so normally we like to pick up a few little bit, or someone will pick up some like pastries or whatever, and we'll kind of gather and discuss, and then we just get cracking, really. Luckily we've worked together for a long time now, that Jonathan's like, right, we're going to do this now, we're going to do this now, can you set up the tracks over here or do that there? We just go, and we know where it's going to be, and we know, there's very limited tweaking unless it's a very specific shot. So on set it's very all hands go, but we always, again, like what kind of makes us different is we got that family dynamic, so we're always making each other laugh, and it's not like it's not getting in the way of anything. We can have a good time, but also get stuff done. What I'm trying
Todd is asking Mike, what are you most looking forward to with this new character?
I'm most looking forward to, I think, working with Pete in a different way. Before we had a kind of brother thing going. We did a music video. We played brothers, but that was kind of quiet, and there was not really any development there. But we get to kind of really develop a relationship, and I'm looking forward to building that, and kind of and also just seeing everything in black and white, because black and white's my favourite. That's my answer.
Okay.
Don't ask me why black and white. I just like the aesthetic of black and white.
No, I mean, I agree. It's a harder sell though for a distributor and stuff like that.
I mean, look at that trailer.
Yeah. I mean, if I can say so myself, it looks pretty nice.
Damn.
It looks pretty nice.
I'm most looking forward to building that on-screen relationship with Pete, but also sharing the screen with Joe, which we haven't.
Todd asks, who is your favourite American producer? So for me, it would be Joel Silver, Todd. No, hang on, you mean... yeah. No, it's Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers is my favourite American producer.
Todd is the man. Yeah, I second that, Todd.
I mean, that is the best one.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I mean, he's a proper legend.
You are.
So now we have a cat. So the next thing is we give a chili sweet to the cat.
No, that's how you get banned from Facebook. That's how your Facebook account goes
That is
away.
true. Let's not do that. Oh, we are so sweet, apparently.
To be fair, now the views will go up.
Yes, that's true. Look at Pod.
No.
Pod is lovely.
Cat, just walking. Oh, yeah.
But to be fair, you did all right, guys.
Okay.
Pledge 10k and get a free cat, says Sarah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cheap cat.
It still burns. It's my lips that hurt the most.
Sorry, cat comes in, you guys are out of the frame.
Yeah, that's right. We basically have to hope the cat is by us or we're off.
The dog you can have for a tenner, apparently. Yeah. Why not? Oh, yeah. Free dog, free hot sauce.
I mean,
All right.
A hot dog.
You guys have been brilliant. So thank you very much for this, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for going through the suffering
Thank you
of
for
those
making
hot
us
sweets.
suffer.
Just a reminder that this happened. Let me find the focus. Hopefully our films look a bit better than that.
we have that.
There we go, we got it. Okay, so this happened. These two had some, don't touch your eyes, wash your hands. And we are giving free hot sauce for the next 10 backers that back this campaign. And we thank our backers, the ones that already backed us. The campaign's going really well. And we hope that we'll reach our goal in 23 days. We still need help to get this project done with these two crazy people, amongst others. Nick was on the live as well. Sarah is still on the live, our producer. Todd, our producer, was watching the live, and Mark was watching the live as well. All these people are counting on your support, essentially, to be able to make a living from this film. And we hope to be able to release it to you next year and that you enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Teletubby, bye bye.
Stay groovy.